That's right. We loved her on Taxi and Evening Shade, but now we love her even more on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, Aurora Teagarden films, the latest of which is 3 bedrooms, 1 corpse. Do the math. It premieres Sunday, June 12th. Welcome back, Marilu Henner, who is joined today, you can applaud, by her husband and co-author Michael Brown. We're going to talk with you, Michael, in just a little bit, but we got to get down to business here.
I know.
Your character.
So much fun.
She's in the middle of this one, right? She finds herself.
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, my daughter's played by Candace Cameron Bure. I love her so much.
I know.
Oh my God, she's my little birthday present. We have the same birthday.
That's right.
So talented and such a great person, and just runs all over the country and is a great mom and everything else. Anyway, so she plays the librarian in town. I'm the real estate maven, and she's into these real murders. So she belongs to the Real Murders Club, and all these murders keep happening in this small town. Michael says, "Wow, it's a small population, and people keep dying. It must be hard for you." Yeah, it must be hard for you to sell anything.
Exactly.
But I'm able to.
There.
And now all of a sudden, one of the real estate agents gets killed, and then another one gets killed. So I'm like maybe the next target. Maybe somebody in my team is in trouble.
The killing?
So it's but it's a Hallmark killing. So you never see blood. And,
sort of
like that.
It's more like unicorns and butterflies.
Yeah.
Death by butterflies. We actually have a clip of your character and your daughter, Candace Cameron, who's played by Candace Cameron Bure, and you guys are trying on bridesmaids' dresses.
Oh, yeah.
Take a
Well,
look.
it's bridal month.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. No, give me.
Is Sally gone?
Yes, but only because my dress slowed me down.
I think we should have said no when your Aunt Neela asked us to be in her wedding.
She's your sister.
And she has no taste in wedding finery.
Well, if you'd let John propose, you could throw a wedding and show us all how it's done.
Oh, please. A woman should date at least a year before she's ready to contemplate a proposal. Besides, this has completely put me off weddings. Unless, of course, you were the bride.
Look at that. Well, let me ask you, since you're sitting here with your very handsome husband.
My third and final husband.
Yeah.
I've had 3 weddings. I've never worn a wedding gown.
Did you ever wear a dress that looked like that?
I never wore a dress like that. I never forced any of the women who have stood up for me, my sister and friends who stood up for me, never forced them to do
So
that.
you took that advice.
I took that advice, yeah.
So you guys have been married since 2006.
2000,
but
almost
you
10 years.
met.
We met in 2000. We met actually as freshmen in college at the University of Chicago in 1970. He was my dorm mate's boyfriend. I didn't dare twinkle in his direction. I was a little, actually, they do use a later picture of you, but that's okay.
There it is.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I was a little, anyway. And
It was college, baby.
No, you know what? No. You know what it was? My father died when I was a senior in high school, and I ended up eating my feelings because I really couldn't deal with his death. And I put on a lot of weight. I started school at an all-time high. I knew something was wrong. When my mother took ill with arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, a few years later, I said, I'm not going to eat my feelings. I'm going to eat up information instead, and that's why I became a real student of health.
Sure.
As a result. And so anyway, so Michael and I reconnected 13 years ago, and 2 months into our relationship, 2 months into our relationship, he was diagnosed with bladder cancer, and a month and a half later, they found a spot on his lung, which was ultimately lung cancer.
Okay, hang on a second. Hang on. Michael.
I know.
Did you think she was going to turn and run?
Well, I sure hope not.
But I mean,
2 months in,
You're
though.
2 months in, and
Yeah.
you get this, and you just heard she ate her pain away with her loss of her father.
Well, she never had any doubt. She was always there for me. I have
Yeah.
really no reason to
No
think.
doubt whatsoever. Did you?
And also, what happened was, I've been working in the health field for a long time,
Yeah.
and I had really great doctors who use the best of East and West. They're full-on medical AMA doctors, but they also look at the body as a whole, and so might have you do some other little habits to strengthen your immune system.
Sure.
So the first doctor we saw was not one of my doctors, but a doctor here in Los Angeles who's considered top of his field. He wanted to remove Michael's bladder, his prostate, make a neobladder out of a piece of his intestines, and was, then chemo, then radiation. And he said to me in the parking lot after we saw this doctor, he said, I don't want to lose my organs like that. And I said, I don't think you have to. Let's try some of my doctors. So suffice it to say, he didn't have to lose anything.
Sure.
And he also didn't do chemo or radiation, but he did immunotherapy, and he went through major detox, and he's been in remission now 12 and a half years.
I have so many follow-up questions. I want to go back because we have a beautiful couple here that's engaged. It
Oh.
is weddings month, right?
Yes.
What made you, in just 2 months in, even though you've known each other, you knew what was ahead of you.
Yeah.
What made you say, oh, this is worth fighting for? Did
Yeah.
you know, like, this is it?
Well, I'm pretty fabulous.
God,
Clearly.
No, I knew it was it. I knew.
you knew it was it, and that's what kept you in it.
I knew
For
this
those
was
who
my
are going
guy.
to get married, I mean, that's what you're going to face, right?
You know, marriage is tough, and when you marry the right person, as tough as it could be, it's so worth the journey. It's so incredible, and I just couldn't lose him. I didn't think I'm with the love of my life to lose him now. You know, I just can't.
lose him
I
again, 'cause
to
the
lose him
first
again.
time
Yeah.
around.
But what was so incredible about Michael is that he let me take him around to the people, and he tried everything. And people go, wait, he does these supplements, he does rebounding, he does, did all this other stuff. It seems so hard. And I said, okay, first of all, being unhealthy is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. Maintaining your health is hard. Pick your hard. This was an easier hard than losing his organs and chemo and radiation. So, the proof is in the pudding, and he's been around a long time. And, when you know that it's like your person, it makes all the difference in the world.
So then the question that I want to ask you, Michael, because there's so many times, and I think people misunderstand this when they say, oh, he's doing well, we give applause, you're in a remission, yay, and it's wonderful. But is there a day that goes by that you don't ever question whether or not this could have ever come back, that you live in, I guess, an element of fear or concern?
Well,
maybe?
certainly awareness, yeah. I would say not fear so much. I think that it never leaves you. It's a chronic disease. You always have it in you, and you need to be realistic about that. And that's really what the book's about. Changing normal is about, it is about helping to cure the cancer or to beat back the cancer, but it's also about avoiding the return. That's really what happens. So many people beat it back into remission, and then they get a recurrence, and it comes back worse than the first time. And that's really tragic, because we could do a lot to prevent that.
Or they suppress their immune system to a point
Right, that's
where
what I
the
was gonna
drugs
say.
and stuff that they're taking, they don't even stand a chance. Maybe the cancer's gone, but now they're compromised in some way. So we say in the book, think of your body as a field of soil, and if a weed sprouts, you have to tend to it lovingly. You have to change the fertilizer. You have to be different with it. You can't just lop it off and poison it and then not expect it to return.
So you changed your lifestyle.
Changed everything.
What is your lifestyle like today? What do you do on a daily basis to stay healthy?
Well, first I eat a very clean diet.
Yeah,
It's basically vegan. I mean, I do eat a little fish, but basically vegan. So, plant-based diet, that's probably the single most important thing. I hydrate. I drink a lot of water. I mean, I had a urinary tract cancer and bladder cancer. Nothing more obvious than pouring water through there and keeping it flushed out. I exercise.
Stress
I do a lot of
management is
different
huge.
types
I
of
would say stress
detox things.
management.
I think the detox is not something you do in a 30-day cleanse, although that can help you. But really, it's a day-to-day thing. You're taking in toxins every day through your food, through your breath, through whatever. So you need to get them back out, and there's lots of ways of doing that.
How did that 2 months in change your path as a couple?
Well, we got to sickness and health right away. I said to him later on, I said, I'm not doing rich or poor. I did the sickness and health. Okay? That's it. In the first year. And writing the book was such, oh my gosh, we drove each other crazy during the book. I kept saying, it's a good thing you didn't get the cancer now, because now I might have been.
Just let you go, right?
I'm kidding.
Perfect. Be sure to catch the premiere. I didn't quite expect that answer, but I loved it. Premiere of the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, 3 bedrooms, 1 corpse, and Aurora Teagarden Mystery. It's this Sunday, by the way, the 12th of June on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.